Hi, welcome to Benet Red Wings Varsity Hockey. I'm Eric Rashi. Kyle Smith is running late. Not anything by his doing. He is at the Benet Varsity football game, and they ran really late. So Kyle is on his way to do the play-by-play, hopefully. He's not too tired. And, what's going on here? Bennett's coming off the ice. This is JV versus Mt Carmel. Benet won 5-1. And I'm not good at this. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Hopefully Kyle will make it in. If he doesn't, we're just going to skip the pregame interview and go right to some pregame music and wait for things to begin. With that, Max, I think it's time to meet the team.
Alex Dentice, sophomore, center, class of 2026.
Alex Karras, sophomore, defense, 2026.
Ava Christensen, junior, goalie, 2025.
Ben Ciesla, junior, goalie, class of 2025.
Cade Rosenthal, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Carson Stone, sophomore, left wing, class of 2026.
Danny Quinlan, junior, right wing, class of 2025.
Davin Frasco, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Evan Petratos, junior, center, 2025.
Gavin Murphy, junior, left wing, class of 2025.
Hudson Hollweck, junior, right wing, 2025.
Hudson Schlie, junior, center, 2025.
Jack Vought, senior, left wing, class of 2024.
Gary DeWilkins, senior, left wing, class of 2024.
Jimmy Cannon, junior, defenseman, 2025.
Joel Koehn, freshman, goalie, class of 2027.
Gianluca Dicosola, junior, center, class of 2025.
Luke Alpeter, sophomore, right wing, class of 2026.
Nick Calandra, senior, defense 2024.
Nico Dicosola, freshman, defense 2027.
Nikolas Hensel, sophomore, wing 2026.
Tommy Dusek, junior, center 2025.
Tommy Rogowski, freshman, defense, class of 2027.
Vinny Porro, junior, left wing, class of 2025.
Coach Andrew Schlie, 15th season, graduated St. Rita High School, 1990.
Drew Tierney, 16th year coaching for Benet, 2003 grad.
Josh McKay, goalie coach, Benet Red Wings for over 10 years.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Our staff at Soccer 2000 live, eat, and breathe soccer. When you come into Soccer 2000, you're going to be talking to somebody who knows the sport. So if you have questions about footwear, you're going to get answers. If you have questions about the replica jerseys, you're going to get answers, because that is our expertise. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits from the top manufacturers to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Soccer 2000 provides exceptional individual and club service. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Our staff at Soccer 2000 live, eat, and breathe soccer. When you come into Soccer 2000, you're going to be talking to somebody who knows the sport. So if you have questions about footwear, you're going to get answers. If you have questions about the replica jerseys, you're going to get answers, because that is our expertise. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits from the top manufacturers to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Soccer 2000 provides exceptional individual and club service. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Live from Seven Bridges Ice Arena, I'm Kyle Smith alongside our excellent crew, Eric Ratchey on videography duties, and sitting right next to me, Max Dipple. We also have 2 GoPros tonight. Goal left, and there's Eric right there. He's waving to us. Max on my right. Benet Academy, they're taking on Mt Carmel Caravan. Now, I actually covered the football team. It was a dominating performance by the Caravan, 21-9, but the final score really didn't show how dominant they were from the opening kick going into the third quarter. As you can see, here's our center ice cam. Goal left between the pipes is 60 for Mt Carmel, and they're actually going to go with 35 instead of Ciesla for the Benet Academy Red Wings. The goaltender tonight is going to be Lucas Ellis. It's been a struggle for the Caravan this season. Coming into today's game, according to the CCHL website, only 1 goal scored for the Caravan. Meanwhile, Benet, they've been dominant. 3 wins already in the Chicago Catholic League, looking to make it 4. And for Mt Carmel, it's a tough task. You've only scored 1 goal all season long, and depending on what goalie that Benet wants to do, whether it would be Ciesla or the backup in Ava Christensen a junior, Ciesla also junior, it'll be interesting to see who they want to go with between the pipes. As you can see, Ciesla right now between the pipes for the Benet Academy Red Wings, and right now still Ellis for the Caravan. We'll take a quick break. Puck drop coming up next here on Recruitlings. Three. We've got 2 GoPros. Here's 3. Here's camera 1, and then the most of the action you'll see on camera 2, and of course me on camera 4. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Benet Academy about to take on Mt Carmel. If Benet Academy wins, they'll go to 4-0 in the conference. Mt Carmel would fall to 0-4. Here are the Benet Academy Red Wings alongside Vought. There's Calandra and Rosenthal. Here are the Caravan. Some players on the ice right now for the Caravan includes Emmett Carr and Thaddeus Kolke. Also, number 77, Connor McClellan. We'll see what happens tonight. My prediction, it's going to be a dominant win for the Benet Academy Red Wings. I predict 4-1, a Benet Academy win. They've been dominant lately here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, and we'll see if that continues going into this matchup against the Caravan tonight. 17-minute periods. It's AHIA rules for tonight's game, so they're pretty stringent on boarding and charging at this level. There have been some times where they're supposed to call check from behind, but they haven't called it. So watch out for that. It is a 10-minute major. It's different from the NCAA and the NHL. Any check from behind will be a 10-minute major. So look out for that tonight. Some games we have 2 refs. Tonight we're going to have 3. As the Caravan in the white and brown, and the Red Wings in the black, white, and red. And it looks like Christensen's going to get the start. She's the closest to the net. Usually the goalie closest to the net gets the start, and it indeed will be Christensen. A well-deserved day off for Ciesla. We'll see if Christensen can get it done between the pipes going off against the Caravan. It's a good start today for Christensen. A lot of good teamwork. As you can see on camera 3, she's getting a lot of fist pumps for her teammates as they're trying to support her tonight with Christensen between the pipes, and it'll be Ellis, meanwhile, for the Caravan. Here we go. It's the Caravan against the Red Wings here on Recruitlings. Face off by the Red Wings. Last off the stick that time of Daniel Quinlan. Quinlan had 2 goals in their last victory, a dominant win over the Cadets. Still in the zone of the Caravan. That shot goes wide, and then it scrambles over to the corner. Tie up on the corner. Caravan trying to break it out, and then played right now by the Red Wings. Quinlan on the point if it goes to him. Meanwhile, played right there by Schlie, trying to get it out in front. Nearest Caravan was McClellan. Out to the corner. McClellan plays it out behind the net, now in the slot, and that attempted pass to Quinlan, stolen away by the Caravan. Great saucer pass, breakaway coming up for the Caravan, and then a good job right from behind by Quinlan. Out to the corner, last played that time by Carr. At the face-off dot, backhanded out to the slot. Red Wings can't get it out. Played right now, block shot. It was off the stick that time of O'Connor. Out of the slot, then scatters out to the corner. Played right now by the Red Wings, played by Cannon. Out to neutral ice. Red Wings have it briefly, now on the forehand. Hollweck breaks through the attempted check that time by Monberg. Now with neutral ice. Dumped in by O'Connor. Scatters out to the corner. Karam's near Christensen, but played that time by Karras. At the blue line. Scatters out to neutral ice. Played by Medina. Now inside the zone of the Red Wings. Going after is Quinlan. Out to the corner. Going after it right now is Medina. Sending it out behind the net. Played by the Red Wings early on in the period. 17-minute periods. Played right now by Murphy. Out behind the net, played by the Caravan, trying to get it out to the slot. It was there briefly. Red Wings trying to get it out. Shot saved by Christensen. Rebound, trying to goal. Caravan strike first. Ill-advised breakout by the Red Wings goes to bite them in the butt, and Nicholas Medina gets the goal. So the Caravan, a long drive. They're on the southwest side of Chicago, and a big-time goal to try to get some confidence going for the Caravan. Taking the face-off for Mt Carmel will be JETT PALMERSHEIM. And Scheim does not win it out to the blue line. A little backward skating action, then passed over to the other part of the blue line. Set up in front, in the slot, 3 Caravan around it, out behind the net, out behind Ellis. Then finds its way to the face-off dot. Red Wings keeping it in well, and now played right now by Turza. Turza, who had a football game earlier, out at the corner. Vought was checked hard as the Red Wings look to make an adjustment down early 1-0. Trying to get it in deep that time, the defenseman in Karras. Now back out to the Red Wing zone. Played right now by 32. And 32 that time is Calandra. Inside the zone of the Red Wings. Calandra plays it on his forehand. Attempted pass to Vought. He can't get it. And then sent in that time by O'Connor. Out behind the net. Calandra had it briefly. Behind Christensen. Christensen's already given up a goal tonight. 14:38 remaining in the period as it bounces off the boards. Off the skate. Red Wings get it out. Attempted check that time and got him up the puck that time by Londos. And it's going to be iced that time by the Caravan. 14:27 on the clock. 1-0 lead for Mt Carmel. Ellis working on a 1-0 shutout thus far, as you can see him on camera. Christensen, meanwhile, she's trying to stretch her legs as the Caravan nursing the 1-0 cushion. Schlie will take the face-off for the Red Wings. Right on target on the pass shot, and a beautiful save that time by Ellis. Got it on target, though, off the face-off win. DeWilkins on the shot, and then trying to get it in deep that time by Frasco. Puck finds its way back to Frasco's stick, right in the breadbasket of Ellis. Going after it that time is Hensel, and will stop play at 14-14. Lucas Ellis, big time between the pipes as he's working on the 1-0 shutout, but we still got a lot more hockey to go. Schlie will take it again. He was opposed that time by Londos. Face-off won by the Caravan. Now the Red Wings take it. Schlie trying to find a man in front. Instead, he'll play it to the corner. And close by him was a Caravan player in O'Connor. Caravan get it out. Bounces off the boards. Going after it right now is 66. That time in Frasco. Out behind the net. And then back over to the other face-off dot. Past the blue line. Slow-moving puck. Finds its way to neutral ice. 2-on-2 now for the Red Wings. Great move. Trying to split through the D. Shot. Tough angle shot. Easy save by Ellis. Off the side of the net. We stop play at 13:44 to go. Hope you're all enjoying the broadcast. Kyle Smith alongside our excellent crew, along with Max Dippo and Eric Ratchey. Face-off coming up next. It's going to be a face-off to Hollweck, and at left wing, he's got number 19 that time in Petratos. Shot and a save that time by Ellis. Out behind the net. Monberg had it briefly. Now near the CCM sign. Trying to get it out in front. Caravan had it briefly. Now on the stick that time of Quinlan. Quinlan playing into the zone of the Caravan. Caravan in their own territory. And it hops off the boards at neutral ice. Back to the blue line. Now back to the center line. Played that time by Jacob. At neutral ice. Then finds its way to the blue line on the forehand. Backward skating action. Playing it out of the face-off dot. Setting it over to Petratos. Shot. Glove saving a beauty and freezing the puck that time. The netminder in Ellis. Face off near us. Turza will take it. Opposing him is Palmersheim. Won by the Caravan at the corner, trying to keep it in, out of the zone. One-on-one the other way. Who will win this battle? Right now, it's won that time by 10, and that was James Cannon. Out behind the net, Red Wings will play it at the red line. Trying to set it up to Vought. On the pinch that time is Wiseman. Wiseman on his backhand. Beautiful pass that time to Kolke. Shot from a tough angle. And Christensen, she really didn't have any teammates to pass it off to, and she'll have to freeze it as she has a little conversation with her teammate and Cade Rosenthal. Face off near us. And we'll say that one was won by the Red Wings and Charlie Turza on the pinch attempt, and help was there from the Caravan. Hopping off the boards, no-look backhander, sent over to the center ice and then dropped into the zone by the Caravan. Line change for Mt Carmel. Bennett now with it at the corner, played by the Red Wings' Alex Karras, then sent to the backhand of his teammate and trying to get it over past center line and does, and then dropped in by Vought. Now retrieved by the Caravan. It was off the stick of Nat. Now inside the Red Wing zone on the forehand. Good pass right on the tape of Turza. Turza on his forehand. Playing it past the blue line. 2-on-3, making it 2-on-4. Trying to pass it to himself off the boards. Here we go in the slot shot. And a good job stopping that puck by Ellis. It'll go the other way, will the puck, and it'll find its way inside the Bennett zone. Icing called against Mt Carmel. No shots on goal yet recorded. It's a 1-0 lead thus far for the Caravan. Face-off coming up on the far side, and the face-off was won that time by Schlie. Out in front of the slot shot, just goes a little bit wide off the stick that time of DeWilkins. At the corner, and played right now by the Caravan. Trying to break it out that time is O'Connor. Keeping it in that time was Calandra. Out at the corner, and it was played briefly that time by Kolke. Now at the corner still, and now going after it is Carr. Near the CCM sign. Look at that kick pass and a beauty. And then out to the end line. Red Wings have it. Red Wings with the puck. Out to the faceoff dot. On the backhand. Try to get it on net. And will stop play. As it looked like it was last touched by the Red Wings, which means a power play coming up the Caravan. Instead, it was last touched by the Caravan, and taking a 2-minute seat in the sin bin will be Thomas O'Connor. Face-off won that time by the Caravan at the blue line, and it was played that time by Alpeter. Good job playing it by Cannon as Cannon gets it back. Cannon with it. Takes his time, sending it over to the blue line. Red Wings have been dominant on the power play thus far this season as they look to answer off the early goal from the Caravan. At the blue line, played by Cannon, and then he'll play it back to where the puck originally was. Good pass, Saucer, and couldn't get the shot on net. Now they attempt it. It goes wide. Played right now by 23 and Alpeter. Alpeter with it. And they cycle it over that time to Cannon, and that puck finds its way to the faceoff dot, back over to Turza. Sorry, Alpeter. Alpeter with it. Out behind the net. Played right now by Turza. Turza with it. Taking his time, a lot of stick handling. Back out to the blue line. Then Turza called for it, past his stick. Caravan try to ice it. They can't. Kept in well by the Red Wings. That shot didn't get much on it. Try to redirect it in. The initial shot was from Dicosola. Now out behind the net. Played right now by Turza on his backhand. Turza with 58 seconds remaining on the power play. Make that 50 seconds. Shot, save, goes wide. Good pad save that time by Ellis. Back over to the blue line. They cycle it back and couldn't get that pass that time by Alpeter. Out behind the net, sandwich into the boards. Picked up by Turza. Turza with some nifty little stick handling. Back over to the blue line. In the slot, that shot goes very wide. Can't get those shots on net now, right now by the Red Wings. That shot, it goes wide. Out behind Ellis, trying to get it out in front. They've got 20 seconds remaining on their man advantage, and Caravan luckily get it out. They'll get a line change. Played right now by Cannon. Cannon with it. Backward skating action into his own zone, and retreating back to neutral ice that time was Nat. That'll do it for the power play. It was exciting, but Red Wings couldn't get those shots on net. Back to 5-on-5. Schlie with it. He'll reset. Spinorama, and then a saucer pass. Now it's a knuckle puck picked up by the Caravan, and it's played out to the blue line, out over to Kolke. Here come the Red Wings. Shot, partially blocked, up in the air, hits the net. Will stop play at 8:51. So here's that goaltender, Lucas Ellis, working on the 1-0 shutout as his team with an early goal past Christensen, and that's the difference maker in this game thus far. Ice. Schlie will take it. He's opposed by Londos, and the face-off, we'll call it a draw, and it's won over, placed over to the boards, and out behind the net and Ellis. Big time check, but it might be elbowing. The hand goes up by the ref. Caravan get it, and just like that, they're back to being down a man. Gotta be careful when you're out on the ice. Gotta know how to hit people and not use that elbow. Taking a seat will be Carrick Londos, the center. Putting your goalie in a tough spot and taking his helmet off for a brief second is Ellis. Face-off coming up. Quinlan right behind Schlie. Quinlan, who had 2 goals in their last game. Shot, trying to redirect it in, but it went past the stick that time of Hensel. Out at the boards. And it's played right now by DeWilkins. They cycle it over to the face-off dot. Out in front, shot in the slot, goes wide. Scatters out to the boards, off the backhand. Bouncing it off the boards, up in the air. Plays it to himself, wide open man, but just past the stick. Off the board, trying to get out as a Caravan. Still in the zone, Quinlan keeping it in. And now back out to the corner. Played by Schlie, out in front, chance shot, it goes wide. Karam's in front, backhanded try, loose puck. And Benet scores! A lot happening there. Loose puck. Schlie finished the play. Power play goal, Red Wings. So they help out their netminder. Both teams have scored now, past the goalie and Ellis. And it's back to a 1-1 game, a.k.a. a 0-0 game. Back to a tie. Out behind the netminder and Christensen at the faceoff dot. It was off the stick that time of O'Connor. At the faceoff dot on the forehand. Then off the skate that time of Murphy. Now past the blue line. Out in front in the slot on the forehand. And then placed off the boards that time by Mt Carmel. Out at the faceoff dot. Trying to get it out. Can't. Back to the Red Wings. It was off the stick of Murphy. Off the skate of a Caravan player. And then no look backhander out behind the net of Ellis. And then played out to the faceoff dot. Caravan still have it in their own zone. At neutral ice now. Backward skating action. Played off the puck. Well, beautiful check. And now here come the Caravan. It was last played by O'Connor. And it looked like the check was delivered by Carr as he got the Red Wing player off the play. At the corner, trying to set up in front. He had an open man, but passed his stick. Both teams having some trouble getting those passes on the tape. Backhanding it in on the pinch. Near the face-off dot. He'll try it again. That time O'Connor gets it in very deep. Now played by Carr to the corner, and the Red Wings have a lot of numbers at that spot. Past the hash mark, trying to keep it in. The pincher in O'Connor, and he does get it in deep again. So Red Wings having some trouble getting it out, and it'll go straight through and just past the stick of Ellis. Icing called. Will stop play and reset at 6:36. Ellis gets out of his net and just, retreating and regrouping and thinking about how to keep this a 1-1 tie. Both goalies can't afford to give up any more goals. Face-off to PALMERSHEIM, and it's won by the Red Wings. Winning the face-off was Turza. Backhander trying to get it in deep. That time was off the stick of Monberg. At the blue line on the forehand. And then now on the stick played by Vought. That pass to the blue line. Off the forehand. Couple of nice stick handling moves that time by Turza. Turza over to the stick that time of Vought. Back to the corner. Played by the Red Wings. Trying to get it back over. That time to his defenseman in Frasco. Back over to the Red Wing zone. Frasco after it. And he's got somebody on his tail in PALMERSHEIM. At the corner. Played over to the face-off dot. Off the backhand. Now to the forehand. Getting out of the zone briefly. Back to the Red Wing zone. And it's near their bench. Trying to get in the way of that passing lane, and the Red Wings still deep in their own zone. Now past neutral ice, on the stick that time of Vought, and he sends it out to the trailer, and it was at the blue line shot, went wide from Turza, over to the corner, and played out to the opposing corner. Near us, and Red Wings have it. Shot as he was backward skating right into the breadbasket of Ellis. It was off the stick of Rosenthal. Face-off won by the Red Wings. That shot. Ellis got a piece of it. Out to the corner. At the CCM sign, but they can't get it out. And then back into the breadbasket of Ellis. And he's a one-man wrecking crew right now, keeping the Caravan in the game. Mt Carmel's already committed 2 costly penalties. One of them went into the back of the net. The assistant captain in Schlie will take it. Won by the Caravan's Londos, but his penalty cost him shot and a stick save to beauty that time by Ellis. But Londos with the elbow cost his team, and the Red Wings scored on their man advantage. Checked hard into the boards. A lot of Caravan after it. On the check, I think that time was 15 O'Connor, and hit was Hensel. Meanwhile, back over to the Red Wing zone. Off the boards at the blue line. Schlie with it, off his stick. Briefly stolen that time by Chochi. Shot. Partially blocked. Another try into the breadbasket of Ellis. A lot of times they're going straight into that Mt Carmel sign on his jersey, and there to make the save is Ellis. Face-off. And it's won by the Red Wings. They've dominated the face-offs tonight. Everything but the scoreboard. Caravan struck first with an early goal, and then a power play goal for the Red Wings. That's sent in past the center line by the Caravan. At the corner, was briefly on the stick that time of Karras. Now out behind the net, trying to set it up in front. No one home to retrieve it. Still having it that time is Mt Carmel. And then back over to Kolke, trying to get it in deep. And after it is both the Red Wings and the Caravan. The Caravan's gal was after it. And meanwhile, Red Wings try to break it out on the backhand, sending it off the boards. Good pass, right on target. As we play it back out past the center line at neutral ice. A lot of players around it. Kicked over past the blue line, briefly in the Red Wing zone, now at neutral zone. We'll stop play at 3:53. Exciting hockey. If you liked what you're watching, feel free to subscribe to Recruitlings YouTube channel. It's a collaboration broadcast today between Sports Broadcast Solutions and Recruitlings. Go to either recruitlings.com or sportsbroadcastsolutions.com so we can broadcast your next sporting event. We do everything, not just high school and college sports. Face-off. Turza will take it. And it's won by Turza. He was opposed that time by PALMERSHEIM at the face-off dot. Kicked it in. That time was 32 in Calandra. Back over. Backhander. No-look backhander on the stick that time briefly of Wiseman. Out of the corner still. Bennett trying to get it into the slot. Out behind Ellis. And then it darts off the boards. On the pinch that time was Wiseman. Sorry, that was Calandra. And then back over in between both blue lines. Past the center line, past the blue line, played by Vought. Two Caravan were around him, but he got past him. Trying to get it over to Turza. Instead, it's on the stick of Calandra. That was blocked, and then it finds its way to the boards, to the trailer. Try to get it in deep and does. Caravan try to answer. And now the Red Wings will have to reconnoiter at neutral ice. An ill-advised play there. He had a couple of steps to get it past center ice. He did not, though, and it's icing called against the Caravan. And they're putting their goalie that time in Ellis in a tough spot. As you see on camera, some fist bumps from his teammates that time in McClellan and Carrick Londos. Face-off coming up. It'll be Schlie to take it. Good face-off win. In the slot, shot. Good save by Ellis. Another try and partially blocked that time by the Caravan. Last off the stick of Nat. Out behind Ellis. Nat with it on his forehand, sending it off the glass. Off the knee that time of Frasco. And now at neutral ice. Now played by Schlie on his backhand. And then sending it over to the blue line. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Shot. Ellis with a big glove save. Can't freeze it, though. Puck loose in the slot briefly, and then scatters out to the boards. At the blue line. Good job keeping it in by the Red Wings. Here comes Bennett. Led right now by DeWilkins. Shot. Save that time by Ellis. Off the stick of Hudson Schlie. .2:23 to go in the period. 1-1 game. Hudson Schlie scored, as did Nicholas Medina. Face-off. Won by the Red Wings. Shot! Oh, tried to go top shelf with it. That time by DeWilkins, but went wide. Sorry, Hollweck is 82. Out in front. Puck loose in the slot. Here comes the Caravan. Right now with it is O'Connor. Spinorama and a beauty. And then sending it over to the corner to Carr. Carr on his stick. Try to get it on Christensen, but that shot unsuccessful. At the point, played right now by O'Connor. At the face-off dot. Caravan still have it. O'Connor back over to the other O'Connor. Shot and a good save that time by Ava Christensen. And it was off the shot of O'Connor. And this O'Connor duo doing well. Daniel O'Connor sending it over to his brother and Thomas. Face-off, won by the Caravan. They haven't done that a lot today. Red Wings get it out quickly, though. At neutral ice, now past the blue line. A lot of Caravan around it. Make it 3 Caravan, 1 Red Wing. Caravan have it now. Past the blue line, now past neutral ice. Kolke had it briefly. He gets it into the zone, deep in the Red Wings territory at the corner. Trying to deke out the defender that time in Charlie Turza, but Turza would have nothing of it. At the blue line, good tie-up from behind as the Caravan look to get it in, and they do. Was off the stick of Jacob, bounces off the boards. Now on the forehand, getting past the defender. Saucer pass attempt unsuccessful. Sliding puck to the blue line, picked up by the Caravan. On the stick, still has it. Spinorama, and then backhanding it over out behind the net. At the blue line, sent over to center ice. And hand pass that time by the Caravan. Line changes for both teams as Ellis looks a little bit tired. Christensen trying to maintain her composure and stay loose. Face-off coming up. It'll be JETT PALMERSHEIM. And we'll say that was a win by Schlie. PALMERSHEIM has it briefly. Now with neutral ice. At the center line, it was played that time by DeWilkins. He's got a man in front. Shot. Oh, big time save that time by Ellis. Off the boards, possibly the save of the game. We'll see how this game ends. 2-on-3, make it a 1-on-3 as it'll be a line change for the Caravan. And good job taking off Andrew Flood off the play. Bounces off the boards. Played right now by the Red Wings. Getting it over to DeWilkins. DeWilkins trying to split through the D. Shot. Good job maintaining his 5-hole by Ellis. And a no-look shot on net. That does it for the period as Ellis and Christensen both working on a 1-1 tie. We'll take a break. More hockey action coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Coming up next, it'll be Hollweck to take it. At right wing for the Red Wings will be Thomas Dusek. As face-off won that time by the Caravan. And here we go. Played right now by Hollweck. That shot, a stick save, and a good one by Ellis. Out to the face-off dot. On the pinch that time by Quinlan. Bad pass. Almost a breakaway the other way. Just couldn't get a handle on that pass. But good job reading the stick of Quinlan. Still with it in their own territory. Then played over to net. It was off the stick of Wiseman. Now back into the zone of the Red Wings. No-look backhander. That time over to Quinlan at neutral ice. Then sending it over to the right blue line. And sending it into the zone. And it went out of play with 16:20 to go. Benet has been very good in the Chicago Catholic League thus far. 3 wins, 4-2 over the Wolfpack, 3-1 over the Fenwick Friars, and a 5-2 win against Marmion. They got outshot in those wins against Marmion and Fenwick. That shot, an easy save that time by Ellis. They were outshot by a huge number in that win over the Fenwick Friars, and they actually did outshoot the Cadets. This is roughly 65 shots to 27 for the Cadets. That shot off the stick and then gloved and frozen by Ellis. Face-off coming up. It's going to be Connor McClellan. Nope, sorry. That's Mount Carmel's Connor McClellan. 77 is Turza. And now out to neutral ice. And then covered up by Christensen. Face off on the near side. Taking it for Mt Carmel will be Palmersheim, and he gets it over that time to Wiseman, covered up that time by Christensen. That face off out in front, and it was off the stick in the slot. Shot saved that time by Christian. Another try. And it scatters out to the boards. Bounces off the boards at the blue line, and then over to neutral ice. Sending it over. It was past the stick that time of 65 in Flod. At the corner. Off the stick that time of Kolke, and then off the boards. Played right now by the Caravan. Riley Ramiro, and good job playing him off the puck. At the blue line. Played right now by the Red Wings on the forehand, and it was played that time by Hensel. Now out to the corner. It was played by Londo, sending it over, trying to steal it. Now at the corner, played right now by Hensel. Hensel 2 Caravan around it, make it 4, as Hensel just really didn't have much chance. Good job of the Caravan getting into that play. Meanwhile, the puck still finds its way where Hensel originally was, and now at neutral ice, one-on-one the other way. Caravan trying to bounce it off the boards. It was off the stick that time of Londos at the corner, and now played right now by the Red Wings. It was played by Schlie, then over to the corner as it was sent over to Calandra. Back to the corner. Caravan have it. Out behind the net, trying to get it to Schlie, and he's tied up that time by Vincent Chochi. Loose puck. Trying to get it out of the Red Wings, and they do. Was at the slot. Rosenthal had it briefly, and now past the blue line as the Red Wings have a 2-on-2. Out in front, past the stick that time of Hensel. Scatters out to the boards. Played by Rosenthal. Checked hard into the boards. Nolik backhanded pass to the trailing player, and then bouncing it off the boards to neutral ice. Now at the blue line of Red Wing zone. Back to the neutral zone. Off the stick. Intended target was Dusek. Inside the zone of Mt Carmel. Looking to steal and does. Out in front. Shot. And a goal! Dusek scores off the pass that time by Frasco. And that time, Thomas Dusek gets the black flying saucer into the back of the net. 2-1 lead for the Red Wings. Their first lead of the night. Now Christensen has her first lead of the night to work with, and we'll see what Ellis and Mt Carmel can do to adjust. Face-off won by the Caravan, their first deficit of the night. Playing on the road, a long drive back to Chicago, especially if they get blown out again. Mt Carmel on the year have struggled. As you look at their schedule, and another goal, impressive. Wasn't expecting them to score that quickly. Another goal for the Red Wings. 2-on-1 shift in Dusek. And just like that, it's 3-1. Mt Carmel, 1 goal coming in it tonight, and they're getting dominated once again They lost 7-1 to the Wolfpack, 6-0 to the Friars, 4-0 to Brother Rice. Normally play their home games at either Morgan Park Sports Center or Southwest Ice Arena. As live stats right now generated by CCHL.us. Past the blue line. Trying to get it past center ice. On the tape. 2-on-1 out in front. Instead they shoot. He had a man open in front, but instead tried to bounce it off the pad. A rebound try onto the stick of the open player, but couldn't get the shot he wanted. Meanwhile, at neutral ice, a 3-1 lead for the Benet Red Wings. Thomas Dusek with 2 goals. He's the difference tonight. At SBS, we like to do the 3 stars of the game. Thus far, definitely Dusek, the number 1 star. Number 2, probably Christensen, and a big goal for Medina. It looked like Mt Carmel might pull off the upset, but Benet has definitely answered since that power play goal they scored. Dangerous play to play the puck in front of your own net, but it's not stolen by the Caravan. Red Wings trying to toe drag his way into the zone, that time by Vought. Back to neutral ice. Loose puck. And sending it over to the blue line, tapped in as it was off the skate that time of Turza, and now played by Nat. Nat has it. And now played over that time to the Caravan in their own zone. Now off the stick of Chochi. Chochi in the zone. And the hands up in the air. Bennett's the last one to touch it, meaning it is a power play coming up for the Mt Carmel Caravan. It's a tough one to swallow if you're a Red Wing fan, as Christensen and this defense will have to have a man down for 2 minutes as that shot goes wide. I think they got the wrong number. There's no 71 on the roster. I think they meant 77 in Charlie Turza. Turza is not known for committing penalties. He's got to be tired. He played a football game earlier. And maybe not being in the right zone, the right state of mind going into this game. And now some pushing and shoving at the corner, protecting their goalie in Christensen. As checked hard was Ryan Jacob. .131 remaining on the power play for the Mt Carmel Caravan. Holding the stick was the call against Charlie Turza. And it's going to be 4-on-4, at least that's what we have right now on the scoreboard. Taking a seat will be number 2. Not listed on the... Face-off one. Beautiful face-off win that time by Emmett Carr. Now inside the zone, Dusek with some nice moves. Dusek with some nifty skating. Backward skating, stick handling to himself, but then poke check out by the Mt Carmel Caravan. And since it's 4-on-4, that indeed is an icing. Face-off won that time by the Caravan. Out to the corner. Hollweck was after it. And then backward skating is Bennett's Nico Dicosola. Out behind the net, Frasco with it. Now out behind the netminder and Christensen. Played over off the skate. And it was off the skate briefly that time by O'Connor. O'Connor in the slot. And an accidental horn that went off. As they're trying to tell the scorekeeper, don't accidentally do that, as it confuses the players. So we'll have to have a face-off deep in the territory for Bennett. That's kind of a break for Mt Carmel, as it looked like Bennett was going to poke check that out and get it out of the zone. So kind of a break for Mt Carmel, but either way, you slice it, it's not great. So scores table, make sure you're paying attention, make sure to not hit that horn. Face-off won by the Red Wings as they get it out to the blue line. Played by the assistant captain that time in Quinlan. At the face-off dot into the Mt Carmel zone with 33 seconds remaining of 4-on-4 hockey. And they'll have 29 seconds of 5-on-4, will the Red Wings, once this 4-on-4 ends. At the corner, played out behind the netminder and Ellis. Spinorama trying to create separation from the defender, and now stolen away by the Caravan. Bouncing it off the boards. Played right now by Rosenthal. And passing it off to the blue line. Red Wings have it. Trying to get it out in front. Can't. No-look backhander by Quinlan, and then covered up that time by Ellis. Five-on-4 hockey now, as Christensen team leads by 2. Face-off, won by the Red Wings. Backhanded over to Daniel Quinlan at the face-off. Dot out in front at the slot, rebound try. He shoots, he scores! Cade Rosenthal off the rebound, and that's one that Ellis probably should have had. Actually, sorry, that was DeWilkins. Rosenthal is 5, Jeremy DeWilkins scores. That makes it 4-1 in favor of the Red Wings. It started to become a laugher here at the home of the Benet Red Wings. They've scored 4 unanswered. Right now, the shots very much in favor of the Red Wings, 27 to just 10 for the Caravan. Face off at center ice, won by the mighty Red Wings. 3-on-1 now for the Caravan. Easy save that time by Christensen. Out at the corner, and then kicked over to the boards. As it's sent into the zone. Played right now by Dicosola. And then over to the corner, played by Vought. And then covered up by Christensen, some pushing and shoving. Pushed by Dicosola a little bit as he pushed Vincenzo. As Christensen's been pretty darn good since the start of the game, when an early goal by Mt Carmel made it 1-0, and then after that's been all Christensen and the Red Wings. Face-off coming up. Schlie will be opposed by O'Connor. And too many men almost on the ice for the Caravan. Another penalty coming up for the Red Wings. Taking a seat in the sin bin is Vincenzo, and that's not good hockey. Already down 3, and you're chasing down a man, chasing 3 goals, and you're down a man. No-look backhander as he was trying to feed it that time. Over to Frasco. Some big wins against the Wolfpack and the Friars. And the confidence continues to increase for this Benet Red Wings team. In that win over the Wolfpack, they got an empty netter goal. Also in the Fenwick game, they scored in the empty net. Red Wings outshot them 26-24. Spinorama out in front, wide open man off the blocker that time of Ellis. Good job finding Hensel, though, and you got to know where he is on the ice if you're the Caravan. He was wide open. DeWilkins, who scored to make it 4-1, he had the puck and then taken off it as Quinlan will have to play it in his own territory. No-look pass. O'Connor was the one man in deep for the Caravan. Off the forehand, that pass, but having to play it and covering it up that time is the netminder and Ellis. A 4-1 lead for Benet. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Kyle Smith alongside our excellent crew here at Recruitlings. Make sure to subscribe below so you can do some chatting. Face-off coming up. It's going to be Turza to take it. And it's won by Mt Carmel, but it was right near Ellis, so they had to get it to the boards quickly. Dicosola on the pinch and almost able to steal it that time was PALMERSHEIM in front. Another goal for the Red Wings. The onslaught is on. 5 unanswered goals. And they're going to credit the goal to Nico Dicosola. 5-1 lead. 4 different people have scored. The leading goal scorer is Thomas Dusek with 2 on 1 shift. Ellis, not his A game tonight. Christensen has a comfortable 5-1 lead. Face off. And it's going to be won that time by the Red Wings. Past the center line. At the corner. Out in front, in the slot, trying to get it on net and can. And now over to the face-off dot. That shot, reading it well is Benet. On the forehand. Passing it over to himself, out to the boards, on the forehand. That shot went very wide and was off the stick that time of Wiseman. After it briefly was McClellan, now into the Mt Carmel end. And icing called against the Red Wings. Trying to break through the D and win that battle. That time was number 15 and Alex Karras, but he couldn't win it. And we'll stop play at 7:08. Face-off one. And then sent over to the corner. After it is Schlie out behind Christensen, out at the corner, and then played by PALMERSHEIM. Now at neutral ice to the blue line, Red Wing steal. Trying to break through 2 defenders and does. On the forecheck are the Red Wings as the puck's loose, trying to split through the 5-hole of the defender in Timothy Monberg, but Monberg would have nothing of it. Under 7 to go in the period. Wide open man in front, shot. And off the pad, off the shoulder pad that time of Ellis out in front, and he'll have to cover it up. Too many wide open man at point-blank range in front of Ellis, and it's creating problems all night for Mt Carmel. Face-off won that time by the Caravan out behind the net. As it was sent off the stick that time of McClellan, and now here comes Mt Carmel. Breaks through the D. O'Connor shot, goes very wide, and now at the corner. Past the blue line. And now inside the territory of the Caravan. Off the boards, intended target that time was Carr. Inside the zone of the Red Wings. After it briefly was Jacob. and it'll be icing against the Caravan. Benet was very much outshot in that win over Fenwick. They got outshot 32-17, but a huge win. Benjamin Ciesla was fabulous, 31 of 32. Spencer Lysek, he gave up 3 goals, and that was 2 too many, and an empty netter goal. Actually, he only gave up 2 goals, and then the empty netter to make it 3-1, and that was just too much. He was 15 of 17. Ciesla was better, 31 of 32. Face off, won by the Red Wings. They're 3-0 on the season. Out into the territory of the Red Wings. Sending it over to the face-off dot. It's played by Alpeter. Alpeter and a poke check and a beauty, but lost his edge right after stealing it off Alpeter's stick. Sending it out to neutral ice after it is the Caravan. Back to the Red Wings. Back and forth we go. A ping-pong battle right now, and the Red Wings dump it in deep. Sent over to the face-off dot. At the corner, played on the forehand, stealing it away as the Red Wings look to get something on net. Slow-moving puck. Playing it off the foot. And then off the stick. Played over to the blue line. Tapped over off the board. Sent in by the Red Wings. And retrieved by Mt Carmel. Now obtained by the Red Wings. Played by Mt Carmel. Stolen away by the Red Wings. Out in front. And covered up and smothered up by the netminder and Ellis. Face-off won by the Red Wings. Out to the blue line. Shot off the stick. 5-1 lead for the Benet Red Wings. At the face-off dot. On the forehand. Try to get it out in front. Shot. And Ellis might have got a piece of that. Meanwhile, it's off the netting and will stop play at 4:32. Schlie will take it. Face-off won by Schlie. Pass the stick that time, O'Connor. O'Connor gets it back. Passes it off the boards, and he gets it and gains a couple of meters on the play. Spinorama of beauty. Out in front. Gets it out to the blue line as it was retrieved briefly by Wiseman. Now the puck's obtained by the Red Wings. On the tape, and then backhanding it over off the boards. Played right now by Benet as they get it past their zone. Past the center line, now past the blue line. Good job by Benet staying on side. Out in front, trying to tap it home that time by Hensel. Off the board, stolen away by the Caravan. Can't obtain it. Can the Red Wings? Maybe not a bad pitch. We'll see. 2-on-1. Backhanded out in front. Shot goes wide. Off the stick, knuckle puck. Sent in by Mt Carmel. Now regrouping in their own zone are the Red Wings. Obtained by the Red Wings. Passed out in front. Retrieving it at the blue line. Oh, he had a breakaway try. Oh, right on the tape, and a try for Gavin Murphy, but he just couldn't get it. Oh, he's going to be thinking about that tomorrow night. Keep your stick on the ice, young man. Face-off won by the Caravan. Off the glass, that's at neutral ice, and a good pass that time by Cannon. Now back to Cannon. Past his stick, he'll play it. Calling for it is Dusek, stolen away by the Caravan. That shot, it was off the stick of Chochi. Past the center line. Here comes the Red Wings. Played right now. As a nice move by Murphy. And then Londos got it. He played it over, and it bounced off the boards to the corner. Behind the net, scatters over to the corner. Retrieved by the Caravan. And a lucky souvenir for a fan as it goes into the stand. Ava Christensen working on a 5-1 lead. Face-off won that time by the Red Wings. Now played by Turza. Nat trying to get it back and does. Nat pass really to no one. And then bounces off the boards at neutralized. Turza after it. As the other 77 McClellan played it. Good pass. As PALMERSHEIM tried to get into the zone but couldn't. Now it's a 2-on-2. Taking his time. Shot. Goes wide. Karams straight forward. And now out in front. Swing and a miss on the icing attempt and then backhanded in by the Red Wings. Out in front trying to set it up and set it up that time for Dusek, who's looking for a hat trick now. 2:04 remaining in the period. Red Wings up by 5. Shot. Saved by Ellis. Loose puck and good. Oh no, bad call by the ref. Early whistle and a break for Mt Carmel as looking to maintain their forecheck were the Red Wings, but it was called early by the ref. Face-off, and it was won that time by the Caravan. Red Wings dominated the face-off in the first period, and the Caravan have made the adjustments in the second session. Intercepting that pass. Frasco has it near the Mt Carmel bench. 1:40 to go, and Christensen can go to the bench if she wants as a delayed penalty call. Nope, they're going to say delayed offside. Out at the corner as it's over to the face-off circle. That slap shot trying to redirect it in, but it went very wide. Out to the side of the net. Now played out behind Christensen. Tied up is Flood. At the corner. And now played off the boards. It was off the skate that time. O'Connor inside the zone. Here come the Red Wings at the face-off dot. Trying to set it up in front. Couldn't get the shot on net. At the face-off dot, Mt Carmel plays it off the boards. 6 goals scored in this game. Problem is, if you're a Caravan fan, 5 of them have been scored by the Red Wings. Out at the blue line, trying to stay on side and does. To the trailer in Dusek, and that shot goes right into the glove that time of Thomas Ellis. Lucas Ellis. Face-off. Hollweck will take it. He's got Cannon behind him. At right wing is Dusek looking for the hat trick. Hollweck will take the face-off. Cannon is right behind him. Face-off. And it's won by the Caravan. Out to the corner. Plays it off the boards. Loose puck. As hand goes up for the delayed offside, but the Red Wings did get back on side. And with 22 seconds left, the Red Wings will probably go into the Zamboni intermission with at least a 4-goal lead. Past the blue line. Red Wings trying to steal. 2-on-1. The Caravan have to hustle, though. 5 seconds left in the period. Trying to set it up in front. Red Wings read it very well as the attempted pass that time to Kolke goes for naught, and that does it for the period. It's all Red Wings tonight. They lead 5-1 here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. We're going to take a break. You're watching the Red Wings against the Mt Carmel Caravan here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Our staff at Soccer 2000 live, eat, and breathe soccer. When you come into Soccer 2000, you're going to be talking to somebody who knows the sport. So if you have questions about footwear, you're going to get answers. If you have questions about the replica jerseys, you're going to get answers, because that is our expertise. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits from the top manufacturers to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Soccer 2000 provides exceptional individual and club service. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Kyle Smith alongside our excellent crew and Eric Ratchey and Max Dipple. It's a 5-1 lead for the mighty Red Wings against the Mt Carmel Caravan. Look, it's a rebuilding year for the Caravan. They've struggled all year. They've only scored 1 goal coming into this game, so they have 2 all season if you count today's game. It's been a struggle, but you know what? All that matters is who's on your schedule, and Benet is taking care of business. Ava Christensen has done her job between the pipes. Thomas Dusek with 2 goals. And other teams just have to realize you cannot commit penalties against Benet. They're going to kill you. Now, we'll see what happens in the playoffs if they play New Trier, if they play Glenbrook North, if teams can still win games against Benet if they commit penalties. But for now, not so good. But we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, looks like it's going to be a Benet win today unless it's a huge collapse. Ava Christensen between the pipes. They have Ciesla in case that Christensen starts to struggle, but that shouldn't be a problem. 5-1 lead for the Red Wings. It's been all Dusek and Benet tonight, and unless something crazy happens, they will still be in first place with a 4-0 conference record. The 2 losses were non-conference to York and Glenbrook South early in the year, and since then, they've been dominant. They won the they won the tournament back on September 24th, the Wheels of Fire tournament, and then in the conference play, 3-0, working on a 4-0 start to the CCHL season, leading 4-0 against the Mt Carmel Caravan tonight. The goals tonight, as you look on the CCHL website, Medina is the only one to score for the Caravan. 2 for two for Dusek, one for Schlie, one for DeWilkins, and one at the end for the Red Wings, and that's where our score is right now at 5-1. We'll take a break. Third period of action coming up next here on Recruitlings YouTube channel.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms. Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Our staff at Soccer 2000 live, eat, and breathe soccer. When you come into Soccer 2000, you're going to be talking to somebody who knows the sport. So if you have questions about footwear, you're going to get answers. If you have questions about the replica jerseys, you're going to get answers, because that is our expertise. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits from the top manufacturers to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Soccer 2000 provides exceptional individual and club service. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Third period about to start. Kyle Smith alongside Max Dipple and Eric Ratchey. Hope you're enjoying the action. 5-1 lead for the Benet Red Wings as they look to go to 4-0 in the CCHL. Nico Dicosola, Hudson Schlie, Jeremy DeWilkins, and 2 goals by Dusek as they've given more than enough goals and a lead for Ava Christensen between the pipes. And here we go. It'll be taking the face-off with 77. Turza for the Red Wings. Now Turza has it for the Red Wings. Deep in the territory of the Caravan. Checked hard of the boards from Monberg. Now back over to Quinlan at the point. Near the blue line is getting it into the zone briefly where the Red Wings, they were offside, delayed offside in fact, called by the linesman. Now past the center line, past the blue line. O'Connor with it on his forehand. Shot from a very tough angle. Maybe not the best decision by O'Connor. Went off the side of the net. Didn't even go off the shoulder pad of Christensen. Out behind the net to the corner. Finds its way to the point off the CCM sign. To the corner, tie-up action. Off the stick that time of Turza. Out behind the net. Carr had it briefly in the slot. Played right now by the Red Wings. Past the stick that time of McClellan. And it'll be icing called against the Red Wings. Face-off coming up near us, near face-off dot. And taking the face-off will be PALMERSHEIM. And the draw is won by the Caravan. Past the center line, and it's played by the Caravan's Thomas O'Connor. At the corner, and it was played that time by Bartolomeo. At the corner, to the boards. Off the forehand, at the blue line, now at neutral ice. Past the stick, played right now off the boards by the Red Wings. Past the center line to the blue line, backhanded it off the stick, now off the stick that time of the netminder in Ava Christensen. Off the stick, trying to send it in deep that time by DeWilkins. DeWilkins has it on his forehand. DeWilkins still plays it. At the faceoff dot, shot off the side of the net, finds its way to the other corner. At the faceoff dot, bounces off near the Mt Carmel bench, and then sent back in by the Red Wings defenseman. Out behind the net, it was played by Wiseman. And he was tied up behind Ellis, and now played out in the slot, off the forehand, and then no-look backhander, still can't get it out, shot deep, off the backhand, loose puck, and then played up in the air by the Caravan. Still in their own territory, at the blue line, dangerous pass, is looking to check him that time was Murphy, inside of the zone of the Red Wings, and then covered up that time by Christensen. Face-off coming up. Taking it will be Carrick Londos. It's won by the Caravan. And no-look forehanded pass off the boards. It darts over out behind the netminder and Christensen. Sending it up, stolen away by the Caravan. That shot off the glove and covered up by Christensen with 14:41 to go. We'll get a face-off near us. It's going to be played right now by Carrick Londos. Face-off won by the Red Wings right in front of Christensen. Now over to the corner, and then a tie-up action. It was not a check, so no penalty called on Davin Frasco. Off the boards. After it that time was Londos. And now to the corner. Finds its way to the boards. And a tie-up action as you have the other camera angle, what Christensen can see. At neutral ice. At the blue line. Played right now by Murphy. Murphy had the opportunity for a breakaway, but he just couldn't get it done. Played off the corner, and it's off the stick of Dicosola. Out behind the netminder and Christensen, right on target on the pass. Now past the center line. 3 men back for the Caravan. They got to be more aggressive, though, as they're trailing by 4. Chasing 4 goals, never easy, of course, and can't be that conservative on defense if you're the Caravan if you want to get back into this game. Mt Carmel needs to score at the 10-minute mark to make this a game. Chasing it. In deep that time is Mt Carmel's Kenneth Groen. Sent off the boards and kept in well that time by the Red Wings. It was off the stick that time of Quinlan. At neutral ice and getting it past the stick that time of O'Connor. Finds its way to the blue line. On the forehand, sending it over to the neutral zone. Played right now by the Red Wings in the zone. After it right now is 61 in Vought. At the corner, finds its way to the boards. Mt Carmel with it on the tape. Past the stick, and now after it are the Red Wings. Played right now by Rosenthal. Slow-moving puck. Passed over to neutral ice on the tape, and then retrieved at the blue line. Trying to dump it in deep. Obtained by Mt Carmel. Might be interference called against Benet. Ill-advised check, but the hand does not go up. Off the boards. And the chippiness happening right now as you can sense the frustration for the Caravan. They're going to fall to 0-4 in the conference unless a crazy comeback happens soon. After him is PALMERSHEIM. It was 1-0 Caravan, but then 5 unanswered goals is where we stand right now. Trying to backhand it in front at the corner. Karras calls for it. Karras will take it at the blue line, trying to get it out in front and past the skate that time of Nick Hensel. Over to neutral ice, one-on-one the other way, and just shooting it quickly as the defense was there. Medina had no choice but to just get it on net. Out behind the net, the only goal scored for Carmel is Medina, and then out behind the net, past the stick. Red Wings and Caravan go after it. On the pinch that time is Kolke. At the blue line, PALMERSHEIM's pass. One hops into the pad that time of Christensen. Out behind Ava, and now over to Schlie. On the boards, trying to get it in deep for the Caravan. Red Wings had it briefly. Caravan get it back briefly, and it's a battle back and forth. Chochi had it briefly, and then the Red Wings play it in their own territory. Off the boards, did anybody touch that? The ref says, yes, we play on. After it is DeWilkins and Schlie. Out behind the net, Caravan won a tripping call, but the ref says he fell down on his own accord. Off the boards, it was sent in deep that time by Chochi. He tries to go after it, and then he falls down. Now over that time to DeWilkins, and from board to board on that pass, stolen away by the Caravan. Obtained in their own zone, as they'll reconnoiter deep in their own territory. Red Wings will regroup, and they won't have to get it as it's icing called against the Mt Carmel Caravan. If you're a baseball fan, some of the scores that we have for you tonight. The playoffs have started. We are now in the division series in the new format of the playoffs. A 6-4 lead for the Astros over the Twins. Twins trying to go to their first American League Championship Series since 2002. At the corner, as it's played by Londo, sending it over to the other boards. Trying to get it in on net, backhand it off the boards, now played by Londos. Out behind Ellis, sent over to the other part of the boards, and then we go back to where the puck originally was. Phillies lead Atlanta 1-0. Meanwhile, into the Red Wings own zone. Now past the blue line at neutral ice. Who will win this neutral ice battle? Red Wings have it as it's past the center line. No-look forehanded shot into the zone. It was a wrister, and then over to the CCM side. Trying to wrist shot it off the boards. Red Wings would have nothing of it. They'll have to get back on side, though. Over to the corner. Mt Carmel chasing 4. They played hard tonight, but too many penalties, too many bad passes in front of the net, and allowing a lot of wide-open Red Wings in front of their netminder in Ellis. Red Wings still with it. Calling for the puck in front as that shot almost went in. But calling for it that time was Petrados. That shot goes wide. Ellis and the Mt Carmel Caravan have struggled this season. Their worst loss, a 7-1 defeat to the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. Off the stick, that time of Glenn Hansen. As it's played at the corner, stop and start, moving to beauty. as the Caravan want a check from behind. I think they're going to get it. That's dangerous, man. That's how paralysis can happen. And that was so blatant. Rosenthal not even wanting to argue the call. We'll see what they call if it'll be a 10-minute major. That was clearly a check from behind. That's why they have the stop sign on the jerseys. They're going to say cross-check instead. As Mt Carmel, if they can score quickly on the power play, things could get interesting, but I don't know. You have to score within the next 30 seconds, and you really have to score before the 6-minute mark remaining in the period. There's not as many teams in the Chicago Catholic League as for other IHSA sports. No more St. Viator, they just play in the Scholastic Hockey League. At the blue line, sent over to the corner, and then after right now are the Red Wings as they get it out past the stick of the nearest defenseman. At the face-off, Dodd, and played right now by Carrick Landos. PALMERSHEIM was after it, off the boards, as Bennett will have to kill the penalty for another minute 25. 8:15 to go in this game, and unless something miraculous happens, going to be another Bennett Conference win. They've played better hockey, though, the Caravan has of late. Lost 6-0 to the Friars, then a 4-0 loss over to Brother Rice. Played off the boards, and then over to the blue line, stolen away by the Caravan. One-on-one now. It's played by Medina. As his shot was blocked, Calandra got in front of it. At the corner, no-look backhander out behind the net. Played right now by the Caravan. O'Connor had it briefly, and then the Red Wings will send it over to the other side. Takes a weird carom off the boards, and the Red Wings will play it. No icing, as there's still 33 seconds remaining on the man disadvantage against Bennett. Off the boards, pass neutralized, past the blue line, and going in after it now is 15 and Karras. Karras with it on his backhand, trying to send it up the boards. No-look backhander as the intended target was Dusek at the blue line. 15 seconds remaining on the power play as he's got time to shoot. Instead, offloads it to the face-off dot. Back at the blue line. No-look forehanded pass and just can't get it on the tape. Dusek tried to clear it. Now back over to the Caravan. On his forehand, saucer pass, beautiful one. Shot, saved that time by Christensen. Loose puck at the corner, Red Wings can't get it out. Back to even strength. That shot goes wide. It was off the stick of O'Connor. Then it goes back out to the blue line. Played right now by the Caravan's Kolke. Now at the CCM sign. Nice move. And a spin-around and a beauty that time by O'Connor. Trying to get it out in front. No one home to retrieve it. Now over to the hash mark. Bounces off the boards, and that was definitely intentional as it got it over to O'Connor. The O'Connor brothers playing for Mt Carmel as he plays it off the boards to himself. From one O'Connor to the other, right now it's Thomas O'Connor with it. Back off the boards. Looking to pinch that time is Kolke. They'll have to pinch the rest of the night if the Caravan want to get back into this one. No-look forehanded pass from Hollweck. Red Wings still can't get it out. Now they do. Pass neutralized, past the center line. 1-on-2. Shot, easy save that time for Ellis at the blue line. That shot, backhanded, and a nice save that time by Ellis. Might have been tripped from behind, blown dead by the nearest ref, and we stop play at 5:46. Ellis will get a drink of water. Christensen skating around and just trying to stay loose. Mt Carmel hates the call as two men now in the sin bin for the Caravan. At least it's not lonely for them. Usually it's a lonely place in the sin bin, but now two people there. It'll be Ryan Jacob and Thomas O'Connor. Upcoming schedule for the Bennett Red Wings as they look to maintain their first place standing in the Chicago Catholic League. They've got St. Rita on October 12th, the Fenwick Friars at Paul Harubby Ice Arena, then they're back home against the Marmion Cadets, who they beat earlier 5-2, at home to Brother Rice on the 21st, and at home to Providence Catholic on October 28th. All their home games at Seven Bridges. That Marmion game will actually be on the NHL rink instead of the Olympic rink. Schlie will take the face-off. 5:46 to go. And it got really quiet all of a sudden. 5:46 to go in the period as Lucas Ellis and Mount Carmel, just not the game they wanted. Trailing by 4 late. Over to the corner. Played by the Red Wings. Shot, save, and a beauty that time by Ellis. It's not really his fault that they're losing. He's made some nice saves, maybe gave up a garbage goal when they were down 3-1, but other than that, they've just been outplayed today, and it's just so hard to win hockey games when you're outshot by a large margin, as Ellis has tonight. Face-off won by the Red Wings over to Quinlan. He scored twice against Cadets. Shot saved that time by Ellis. Face-off won by the Red Wings, and they don't have to score if they don't want to. Just be aggressive, don't have to be over-aggressive, and try to do a hand pass on the ice, but he couldn't get it off, was Londos. As the Red Wings attack, shot. As he went stick side, blocker side, but couldn't get it on net. Hollweck tried to play it, but he fell down. And played off the boards, PALMERSHEIM after it. And now over to the puck is Quinlan. To the corner as Ava Christensen. She hasn't gotten much playing time. That's just because Ben Ciesla might be the best goalie in the entire Chicago Catholic League. But she played a nice game tonight. She wasn't tested a lot, but she made the save she had to. 15 of 16 thus far for Ava Christensen. And 36 of 41 for Lucas Ellis. Tough first period for the Mount Carmel coaching staff to have to swallow. They got outshot 19-6. That shot goes wide, and 5-1 lead still for Benet with 4:14 to go. 27 seconds remaining on the power play. Bakes the one-timer. Shot, and he scores! Snapshot and a beauty by Quinlan. It's a 5-goal lead now. Quinlan, stay hot, kid. 2 goals against Marmion, and he scores tonight with a wicked hard shot. Face-off won by the Red Wings, as they have dominated most of this game. It was 1-1 after one period, as Ellis made the saves he had to. He was 18 of 19 in that first period. Out to the corner, 3:50 to go, and Caravan trying to get it out. Bounces off the glass as that puck finds its way past the end line, and taking it will be number 10 in James Cannon. During that 4-0 win over Mount Carmel, Brother Rice posted a 43-16 edge in shots. And James Esposito had a hat trick, so it was really a one-man wrecking crew. Mount Carmel defended pretty much everybody else well, but Esposito dominated with that hat trick over the Caravan. 3:05 to go in the period. 6-1 lead for the Red Wings. It's all Benet tonight. We appreciate everybody watching. No chat today, so I guess everything went well with the audio and everything else. Even strength, and that'll probably remain for the rest of the game. On the pinch, no choice but to pinch when you're down by 5. 2-on-1 now. Shot Glove saved a beauty by Ellis. It was off the stick of Vought. As Oklahoma won the Red River rivalry today. And Jonathan Taylor has reached a 3-year, $42 million deal with the Indianapolis Colts. Face-off coming up. Hollweck will take it. And he's opposed by PALMERSHEIM. Face-off. Frasco, slap shot goes wide. After right now is Rosenthal. Out in front. And it was past the stick that time of Murphy. Murphy with it. Backhanded off the boards. Mt Carmel trying to get out, and they do. Murphy at it. He's tied up as he'll win that battle. Good job by Murphy getting off that tie-up attempt. Delayed offside, and Benet will have to get out of the zone. 1:38 to go. A well-deserved win for the Red Wings tonight. Some scores around the NCAA. It's 7-0 Georgia over 20th-ranked Kentucky as that shot goes wide from the Caravan. Colorado is surprisingly still tied with Arizona State. It's just 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. So Coach Primetime, his team's struggling against the Arizona State Sun Devils. Later on tonight, it'll be Notre Dame on the road taking on 25th-ranked Louisville. In the north, you say Louisville, but down in Kentucky, they like to say Louisville. That shot saved by Ellis. And if you're ever in Oregon, never say Oregon. They hate that. I did go on vacation once in Mississippi. They said Illinois, and wasn't too happy about that. Face-off won by the Red Wings. That shot. And he scores! 7-1 lead as the running clock continues. Will Mt Carmel want one more face-off? They will. And how about that? Everything went right for the Red Wings tonight. And Mt Carmel will decide against it, and they'll shake hands. How about that? They end the game on a goal, won it off the face-off, 7-1 win. The Red Wings support their goalie very well. They score 7 unanswered goals for her, and they win 7-1 at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Final thoughts about the game. What a win for Benet. They got a shot at winning the regular season title and the Kennedy Cup. If you got Ciesla, if you got Quinlan, this is a team to beat in the CCHL. Mt Carmel, they got a lot of work to do. I was surprised. I thought they'd play a little harder tonight than what we saw. My guess was 5-0, but I was kind of hoping it would be 3-0 or better. They scored early, but after that, 7 unanswered goals. As you look at the final tally on the CCHL website, it was a dominant win for Benet tonight. As you view the live score on the box score, 7-1 win for Benet. They outshot them 43-16, and they outshot them in every period, including 19-6 in the first and 15-6 in the second. So for excellent crew, Eric Ratchey and Max Dipple, I'm Kyle Smith. Post-game show coming up next here on SBS and Recruitlings. Welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith alongside the head coach, Coach Schlie. 7-1 win for the Benet Red Wings. Mount Carmel, you knew they were gunning for you. It's always tough when you start off the year 0-3. They got that early goal to make it 1-0, and then 7 unanswered goals. In your wildest dreams, did you expect to score 7 unanswered to get the win tonight?
No, absolutely not. But Mount Carmel's a storied program within the Catholic League, 20 Kennedy Cups. I mean, it's always a pleasure to play them, and anytime we can beat them, it feels good. But certainly did not expect to score 7 goals. So,
big game for Thomas Dusek. Has he ever scored twice in one shift before?
I don't think so. No, I'd be surprised if he ever did that before, but I'm happy for him.
Big game for Ava Christensen, and the team supported her. She gave up the early goal. Wasn't her fault. Nice rebound goal that time for Medina, and she was great after just to preserve the 7-1 win.
Yeah, she shut it down. She did a great job today with probably more shots than I thought she would get, and so I'm proud of her.
Yeah. Everybody's contributing, and what have you guys worked on the face-offs? The game ended with a face-off goal.
That's something that line specifically has worked on a few times, and they wanted to give it one last shot to see if they can make it work, so good for them.
Excellent start. You're 4-0. Knock on wood. You want to go 5-0 in your next win, but fantastic start for the Red Wings thus far this season.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited where we're at. A lot of tough hockey ahead, though.
And that does it for our broadcast tonight. So for our excellent crew, for Eric Ratchey and Max Dipple, I'm Kyle Smith. We'll see you next time on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Good evening, everybody. This is the wrap-up brought to you by Recruitlings and Sports Broadcast Solutions. If you missed it, hit that rewind button. You can watch all 8 goals, 7 of them scored by the Benet Red Wings, and it was an excellent game. They did everything right. Mount Carmel played good hockey the first couple minutes, and then Benet was punched in the mouth, and then they made the adjustments, and after that it was all Benet. Ava Christensen, very good between the pipes. Thomas Dusek with 2 goals. Everybody contributing. I mean, the game was fantastic. They ended it on a goal off the faceoff with the running clock. Mount Carmel decided to not take the final faceoff at center ice, and that's how the cookie crumbled for the Red Wings tonight. They're undefeated. Knock on wood. They want this to continue going into their next matchup against St. Rita, but they're undefeated, and it's interesting with all the seniors they lost last year. They got a chance to make a run with Ciesla and Quinlan and now Christensen backing up Ciesla this year. It's going to be a fun year if you're a Benet Academy alum or a Benet Academy hockey player / hockey fan. For our excellent crew tonight, Max Dipple, Eric Ratchey, I'm Kyle Smith. Join us on October 20th and October 21st. We'll be back on the Recruitlings YouTube channel as Benet Academy looks to continue their undefeated start in the CCHL. But for now, please drive home safely.
Bye.